What's up, Team Super? Okay, let's be real for a hot second. I swear, dating these days is like trying to win the lottery while juggling flaming swords. Like, girl, have you heard about this thing called the Star Square in dating? It's wild. So picture this. You're swiping through Tinder or whatever, and suddenly you realize that to even get a chance, you need to tick off 4 insane boxes. First up, you gotta be tall. We're talking 1.80 centimeters minimum, okay? That's like, let me Google 5'11" inches for my American peeps. Then, you better have abs that could grate cheese because apparently, dad bods are so last season. Third, you need to look like you just stepped off a runway in Milan. And lastly, wait for it, you gotta be rolling in dough. I'm talking millionaire status, people. It's like what happened to just wanting someone who's kind and funny. But here's the kicker. Some women would rather date a short, chubby millionaire than a tall, handsome guy who's broke. I mean, can we talk about priorities for a sec? It's gotten so crazy that achieving all 4 of these things is like mission impossible for 99% of guys out there. Okay, Team Super, let's break down this Star Square nonsense. Where did these crazy standards even come from? It's like someone took a fairy tale prince, a fitness influencer, a supermodel, and Jeff Bezos, threw them in a blender and was like, this is what women want now. But for real, it's a mix of stuff that's been messing with our heads. We've got these old school ideas about guys being providers, right? Then you add in all those rom-coms where the lead is always tall, dark, and loaded. And don't even get me started on social media. It's like a non-stop parade of perfect couples living their best lives. No wonder everyone's standards are through the roof. But here's the thing, it's not just about what people want. It's also about showing off. Alright, let's get into why some women are setting the bar higher than Mount Everest. It's not just about being picky, it's like a whole mindset, you know? There's this idea floating around that a guy needs to level up a woman's life. Like if he's not boosting her social status or bank account, what's the point? It's kind of messed up when you think about it, but here's where it gets really wild. Some people are saying that men are actually the prize now. Yeah, you heard that right. The idea is that a successful guy can totally change a woman's life, while she might just be bringing, well, herself to the table. And okay, I know that sounds super shallow, but let's dig a little deeper. A lot of this comes from societal pressure. Okay, Team Super, are you ready for the plot twist? Let's talk about why some super successful guys end up with partners who might not tick all those high standard boxes. It's like, you'd think these guys would be after the female equivalent of the Star Square, right? But nope. So what's the deal? First off, let's be real. A lot of it comes down to good old-fashioned attraction. These guys might be looking for someone who's young and beautiful, even if she's not on their level career-wise. And you know what? That's their choice. But there's more to it than that. Some guys actually prefer more traditional relationships where they're the provider. It makes them feel needed and important. Plus, there's the whole power dynamic thing. Being with someone who's not as successful can make some guys feel more in control. But don't get it twisted, it's not always about power. Sometimes, these guys are just looking for emotional support and unconditional love. Alright, Team Super, we've been through a wild ride unpacking this whole Star Square situation. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, relationships are about so much more than a checklist. Sure, having standards is great, but maybe we need to rethink what those standards are. Instead of focusing on height or bank accounts, what if we prioritized kindness, respect, and good communication? Crazy idea, I know. Look, the dating world is changing, and these super high standards might not even matter in a few years. Who knows? Maybe the next big trend will be dating people who are actually nice to you. Revolutionary, right? But for real, whether you're feeling the pressure to be perfect or wondering if your standards are too high, just remember, you're worth more than any checklist. Focus on being the best version of yourself, and look for someone who appreciates you for you. Keep it real out there, Team Super. Peace out.